My question's for Savannah. Savannah, I'm sorry for the violence that you experienced in your life, and I want to just ask a couple questions with regard to your experience with the guns. And you indicated in your testimony that you were an owner of guns. When did you first begin getting it? When did you first get a gun, and what did you do to learn how to use it, etc.?
Yes, so my grandfather, I called him Pop Up. He was always really into like firearms, target training, all that kind of stuff. So it's something I grew up around, and I always thought it was really interesting. And when I was probably like 8 or 9, I went to him and was like, I want to do this. And he's like, okay, well, you're a child, so you have to prove that you're responsible enough for this. So he gave me, you've probably purchased a handgun. You know how it comes with like an instruction manual, basically. He made me read that cover to cover, and he quizzed me on it. And it was only after that that he let me even pick up a BB gun. And then after that, after training, safety training, I had to be able to take it apart, put it back together, all that kind of stuff. That's when he's like, okay, now I'll teach you how to shoot a handgun at our local range. And so it's something that was probably when I was like 10. And I'm 24 now, so it's been about 14 years.
And so before you went away to college, you'd been using and been trained in using a gun for many years.
Yes, sir.
When you went to college, you left home?
I did. I moved to Philadelphia from Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay. And did you take any guns with you?
I did not. It would have been illegal for me to have it on my college campus. And even transporting it could have been an issue because I couldn't obviously drive it through Maryland given their firearm laws. But no, I didn't want to break the law, so I left it at home.
So you made a statement in your written testimony that you said, I obeyed the law as a responsible gun owner, and it ended with me being raped. I'm just one of countless examples of gun control benefiting assailants and making victims sitting ducks. I wonder if you would expand on that and tell us what you mean by that.
Sure. So in my situation personally, I was left defenseless. There was nothing I could have done. He snuck up behind me and he attacked me, and I'm just a young woman, and at the time I weighed 100 pounds less than I do now, so there was no fighting him off. So that's what I mean in terms of my situation. But there are a lot of examples. Like one of the top ones that comes to my mind is Nikki Goeser, who there was a law at the time where you couldn't have you couldn't bring a firearm into a restaurant, and so she, as a law-abiding citizen, left it in the car, and her husband was shot and murdered in the restaurant, and she couldn't defend him.
Well, thank you for being here today, and appreciate your willingness to come out and testify.